Hello. Happy New Happy New Year. All right. Sorry, I was eating some chocolate. Hi Kevin. Hi Alex. Hi Sarah. Hi Mikey. Hi Lana. Hi Malvina. I'm gonna need tea today, I guess. Tea. It's too hot right now, but so lovely. How is everyone today? And Happy New Year! Hopefully this one won't suck as much as the last one. Only 2 days in, but... Alright. Lovely tea. I hope you guys all have a drink and a snack. Hey Lindsay, hi! I didn't see you at first because your default icon is the same colors as Alex. So my brain just saw the color and was like, same thing. It's been so much... Wow. Okay. It's been snowing the last 2 days. Not sure if the sky is trying to cover us with a fresh start. It's the same here, so maybe? Though, with the amount of people shoveling out there, like I had to go to the post... Oh my god, am I gonna survive? I had to go to the post office and there were so many people out there and I was just like... Why are you all outside? Go away! Ah! Have some tea. What's your tea? Lana, what's the type, flavor? Once the orange guy is out of office, it will truly be a start of the new year. Yeah. Hopefully it will leave without another tantrum. Twinsies, yeah. Got a tea surprise box for Christmas and this one is a herbal tea. Ooh, that sounds lovely. I can taste chamomile. Ooh. I love herbal tea. I'm saving up. I think you sent me an herbal tea that reminded me a lot of one I had gotten in Switzerland, and I'm kind of eager to get to it. I haven't gotten to it yet because I have as much tea as I have paint palettes, if you know what I mean. But oh man, I love herbal teas. The one I have at the moment is like Mountain Herbs by Ronan Felt. And it has a lot of thyme in it, which is kind of weird, but it's good. It's just, you smell your tea and it feels like you're preparing a supper or dinner, you know? I have tea as well, just Earl Grey, but it's warm and soothing. Oh, Earl Grey is a delicious tea. I have the same as usual. I have the Kuzmi Earl Grey spin-off. It's basically Earl Grey with extra citrus. But yeah, the one from Switzerland had a bit of peppermint in it. It had cinnamon a bunch of other herbs. It was so delicious. I think there was chamomile as well. Oh, it's good. The only thing that really annoys me about tea is that it's always gone too fast. Like, I wish I had a huge tank of tea that would stay warm and that I could go refill my cup like all the time during the day, instead of having to prepare a mug because I'm lazy like that. Hey, Stephen! Hi! Happy New Year! I have a huge cup. Yeah, I have big-ish cups, but I don't have like a super size one. But it would get cold, wouldn't it? You would have to drink it super fast, or have a really big cozy to keep it warm. I have a good sized teapot. All teapots are small. I got one in enamel that I kind of like, but that I don't use often enough. Problem with it is that it's enamel, so tea in there doesn't stay warm either. But have a cozy for a teapot, and it's a cat cozy, and it like the product was named Pecco. It's not an orange cat, so I'm like, why? But I kind of had to buy it. It keeps tea warm for at least an hour, and I drink it quite fast. Ooh, wow. There's a video by Dr. Mike on YouTube where he discusses how it's supposed to be bad to drink really, really hot beverages. And it kind of hurt me inside because I was like, no, don't take away tea. Ah. It also has a black cat wrapped around it. Ooh. I don't know why they make tiny mugs. Who uses tiny mugs? Except for stuff like espresso. My mother-in-law uses tiny mugs, but why? What's the point? Hey, Patricia! Hi! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you in Sydney! It's just one sip and everything is gone. Oh no. I use tiny mugs for coffee, so I only have one small cup a day. Yeah, if you want to limit your intake, that's definitely a good idea, but I just inhaled my mug of tea and now I'm deciding between more tea and crawling under covers because I'm cold. You can do both. Grab a mug of tea and bring the covers and become a mound of covers on a chair with the mug of tea. Here, let's draw Alex. And somewhere under there, there's a chair. Sydney sends New Year's. Aw, how is she doing? I always make a mess though. We have an XL sleeping bag on the bed, so if I spill it, I'll have to go to the laundromat to wash. Dang. You need to find some sort of fuzzy fleece blanket somewhere. And like create a cocoon of warmth. I am doing both. I have a lap blanket on and the blanket I am working on top of me and my mug beside me. Yeah, working on blankets is good for that. You can't be cold. This is why like knitting or crocheting blankets in the summer is not super comfy. Hey Kevin, welcome back. When I moved out of HQ, the Priscilla Queen of the Desert sippy cup was lesbian. What is that? She's great, thanks. Bruno has been coming inside for breakfast at 4:30. So much as he wants to make friends, she prefers to sit. He is the outdoor cat, right? Cats are awesome. I love cats. Cats are great. Cats are the best. Ah, this is very warm and good. Imagine being a cat person. Can't even with cat. Ew. Aww. Yeah, he's the neighbor's cat who comes and goes as he pleases because of the electronic door opening collar. Ooh, that's gotta be a bit cold in the winter though. Hey, Lucine, hi. What am I using to draw? It's a clutch pencil, sorry. It's the Kaweco Sport clutch pencil. They make fountain pens a lot. Like, they're mostly known for their fountain pens. But they also make clutch pens, and I think they're kind of great because they're bigger. Cat flaps are handy for when you lock yourself out of the house. Oh no. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is a delightful movie. We had an adult-sized sippy cup from their Broadway show. It's wonderful for not spilling things. Market for a new sippy cup. You kind of need one of those, like the thermos thingies that have a cap where the thing flips out like this, and you can drink out of it, and then you can flip this back. I would be keeping him inside now until spring if he were mine, but he knows where to come to warm up. Yeah, from what you've mentioned about him, it doesn't seem like he wanders very far. This clutch pencil looks so nice. Oh, yay! I'm glad you like it. It's like banana yellow. I think that's the actual name of the color. Is like banana, but it's big. You would think that for such a weird, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many sides? 8 sides, octagonal shaped pen, it wouldn't be very comfy, but it's actually quite nice. I hope I'm on frame or something. There. Hey, Cyan! Hi! Happy New Year! Marinette 2020. Yeah, now it's all gone. Because, you know, on the 31st with the time zones, it's not gone all at the same time. But since we're like January 2nd now, we can say for sure that 2020 is all gone. Bye! Don't come back! No takesies, backsies. Nope. There were a couple of memes that were really quite funny, like that had the countdown to January 1st, and instead of switching to January 1st, it would switch to the 32nd of December. And it kind of cracked me up. Has anyone made any goals for this new fresh year? Ooh. Mine's to move out come September. Ooh, that's great, Kevin. Wow. I really don't know what to think of making goals. Like, part of me is like, that's a really excellent idea, but there's a really jaded and tired side of me that's like, you've done this before, and name one goal you've achieved. So I'm like, my word for the year is try. That's a good one. Like, give it your best. To my college campus a few hours away. Ooh. My goal is to develop that game and spend more time with Ruka. Oh, that's lovely. Today's Chip's birthday, actually. Made him a cake. Oh, happy birthday, Chips. What was the cake like? Was it like meat-flavored cake? Patricia says, one of my goals is to greatly reduce my swearing, which has escalated this year for reasons unknown. Gee, I wonder why. I mean, life gave us hell. One could argue it's high time to give it right back. Oops, sorry. Someone's strict no spending here. Ooh. Oh yeah, I deleted my Amazon account at the start of 2021. Yeah. Dude, Amazon. I don't think there's a perfect solution for Amazon, because there's definitely people who couldn't do without for various reasons, but for the rest of us who can sort of do without, it's never a bad idea to limit the purchases we do on Amazon and to try to find perhaps like smaller businesses or local alternatives. I am on no spending to this year and creating routines and better healthcare. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Lindsay. I am one who couldn't do without Amazon. Up here there are no stores other than Walmart. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, some people, whether it's just because they live super remotely-ish or because of limitations, like they have to, Amazon is a lifesaver. But like, sometimes it's like, do I really need this thingamajig from Amazon? Again, there are small sellers on Amazon, double sort, but I want to shop local. Yeah, but the thing is often you can maybe find the local sellers like elsewhere. And I mean, they use Amazon to get more publicity, but I don't know how well Amazon treats their small sellers. Oof, 24%. That's like a punch in the wallet. Do you guys get the thing where, like, all of a sudden you start receiving new newsletters in your email box, and you're like, I never subscribed to this. Oh, Amazon totally shoves small sellers in the background and promotes big brands like Arteza too much. Yeah. There's been a lot, like, I find it not helpful to shop on Amazon nowadays anyway, because you search for a thing. Let's say, let's pick something that is quite, like, on point. Let's say you want a wireless headphones or earbuds. If you enter that into Amazon, you're gonna get so many results with absolutely no frame of reference in terms of quality, in terms of, like, how long has this brand been established? Like, it's confusing more than anything. Or maybe I'm just old. So I sometimes use it for research purposes to see like the range of what's available, but then I will take that knowledge and try to find the products I think are interesting elsewhere. Amazon is a lifesaver. I just bought my newest wheelchair from there because insurance wouldn't cover it. And the medical store would... Really? Ugh. What the heck? But yeah, I mean, Mikey, you're the kind of person that I'm thinking of when I say that Amazon is like necessary for some people. Because you've got so much on your plate to deal with. Like, something like Amazon can really be helpful. But that's why for the rest of us who can do without, it's worth trying to do without as much as possible. It's not to say if a model of electronics is 3 years old or not, for example. Yeah, and you've got all these brands with the exact same product image. And that's shady. Like, that's weird. Hey, Phoebe, hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Cyan. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, why wouldn't they cover your wheelchair, of all things? Yeah, it was really weird. I was telling them the measurements of my wheelchair and they wouldn't replace the same size, said my weight was too high for it. Then why did it work for them? Yeah, why did it work for 10 years? That's an excellent question. What the Hey, Happy New Year, Paulo! It will be one company selling through multiple companies or listing. We're currently going through hell with one. The company also magically disappeared after Christmas. Oh no. What did you get from them, if I can ask? Palazzo. Hey Sally, hi. Happy New Year. Just returning home from a muddy walk in the... Ooh, that sounds nice. A muddy walk with good boots is a lot of fun. In my book. Could have been worse. We got a walking treadmill. Bar can be up like normal or down so it can go under desk, except what we received was a different brand and the manual says to not operate while bar is down. Wait. Oh no. Is there some sort of like backup guarantee from Amazon that if the seller doesn't come through, Amazon will butt in and like process the refund or whatnot? Hi Val, Happy New Year! Pretty sure you can contact Amazon directly if the seller won't respond. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. We've been fighting them since the day it arrived. They sent correct manual, the same one. We finally submitted request to return. If they don't allow it, I'm calling Amazon to raise hell. Yup. We support you. So this morning I took a little drive up to the top of the hill to take photos of the nearby farms for resources for painting. I wanted to do... Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you take beautiful photos. That's gonna be awesome. Oh, wow. This was probably the most boring New Year's. I don't think anyone in here had a particularly rambunctious New Year's celebration for various reasons. First of all, we're all kind of like grumpy old hermits, and also COVID, so it's not the year to go out in bars and celebrate, if you know what I mean. Not that I would anyway, because yuck. They kept asking, how's 50 off for the convenience? How's 30 off for the inconvenience? How's my gate is so warm I can walk soon. Sorry. That sounds actually kind of fun, Mikey. Hey, Trisha! Hi! Happy New Year! But I finished my sketchbook on New Year's, so I'm starting a new sketchbook. Ooh, that's great. That's fun. Always a lot of fun to start a new sketchbook. Yeah, I'm all for boring. How do you make that exciting anyway? Like, I don't... I only have one day left of winter break and I don't want to come out. Aww. Man, I love boring. Some days I'm saying, soon we can enjoy being boring. And it'll be great. Blanket cocoons. I know, right? Did you all see that Theo uploaded the video of sketching in the cat cafe? I'll have to go see that. Animal Crossing is a lot of fun, isn't it? I've kind of stopped playing because I don't have like the extra time for now. But like, it was a lot of fun. I think this is the first year that I didn't watch the ball drop ever because our TV scratched out 3 minutes before we... Oh. You look like a fish out of water. In what way? Not have extra time either. It just consumed me. Yeah. I was a bit like that at the beginning, but now it's been a while. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Trisha! Your cat was not ready! Yeah, it happened to me too once, and it made me so sad that I just grabbed. It was my childhood cat, and I started bawling my eyes out, and I picked him up, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, and like crying so much. Hopefully no spills indeed, Alex. Dexter says, hello, I am being neglected. Poor little kitty. We're rocking the living room couch with a lighter duty comforter and with the... So hopefully this evens out. Yeah, hopefully no spills indeed. The chairs are low to the ground so cats can come over where to put his stuffs. It's just cute. My son's school will start again on Monday. It's maddening to listen to coming from the kitchen. I can't even watch TV. Oh no. Well, he's gonna be glad that it's starting over, right? Or is it not quite the actual school? One of my favorite to do with the cats nowadays is like when they start wiggling to get down on the floor when you're holding them, I kind of try to gently bring them like as close to the floor, but like to hold them as if they were standing upright, and like to sort of drop them and then to see how quickly they start walking away. Sometimes it's like you never interrupted them walking in the first place. You just like plop the cat and it continues walking. But sometimes I plop the cat down and it's like a bit confused and like, wait, what was I going to do? Hold on. Oh yeah, that. Even though it's virtual school, he will be in the heavens. It's school of itself. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Oh no, Phoebe. Oh no, Cyan. Cyan says Ruka is like an elephant in the porcelain store. He knocks everything over and sometimes trips on his own feet. So I'm guessing you don't have any kind of delicate or fragile things around. My next semester will probably be online with how things are going here. How do you feel about that, Kevin? Oh, I know what you mean, Trisha. Trisha Cat says, when my cat wiggles, I hold him still and then lower him completely on the floor and keep my hands so he knows not to be difficult. I hate when animals try to kick off of you. I get so offended by my third baby when she did that. Yeah, I kind of... Like, with our cats, it's a bit weird because you can... I can sort of pick them up and it's gonna be mostly okay. And when Piku wants to go away, she will start wiggling a bit like a tiny worm. She'll be like wiggle, 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 wiggle. And I know like I have time to grab her and put her down properly, you know. But when Scout decides that she's done and she wants to get off, you can't hold her. Nothing can hold her. She will like throw herself off of you and you're like, just wait a second, I'm gonna put you on the ground and you're not gonna jump like haphazardly like all over the place. What's the point? Yeah, I have this minimal Scandinavian decor. Yep. My cat likes to leap from shoulders, so when she starts wiggling, I move next to a chair so she has a soft landing higher up than the floor. Yeah, we try to do that too, especially with Scout, since she's not doesn't leave us a lot of time to like put her down on the floor. Hey, Elise! Hi! Happy New Year! I can't believe it's Saturday. Yeah, it took me a few, like, repeat moments of telling myself, like, no, today is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. Today is Saturday. There's a live stream. You have stuff to do. But it's kind of confusing because there's New Year yesterday, like the official 1st of January, but everything is closed. And today the post office is open. I had to go to the post office, but tomorrow it's Sunday and they're closed on Sunday. So I had to kind of try to fit all that in my brain right now. And it was not the easiest. I don't know what weekdays are anymore. I thought all day was Saturday. Came on waiting for it, realized it was Friday and fell asleep again. When we finish nail trims, we make dramatic scene of saying all done and releasing them so they can walk away and don't feel compelled to claw their way out. When Ruka was a puppy, he had the reflex to go really relaxed noodles when I held him. I can't test it anymore since he's 30. Like, he's gotta be, like, not that much lighter than you are. Like, you're not a big, bulky, strong woman person, Cyan. Amisha! Hi! Happy New Year! Hi, Kelly! Happy New Year as well. Hi, guys. Oh, Trisha, that sounds like a familiar story indeed. There's a scratchy bit in mine. My kitty lost my parents and started having a kitty panic attack, yelling until someone came to find her. Aww. Aw, poor kitties. The closest we have here is sometimes Scouts will fall asleep. And she will sleep really soundly, and when she wakes up, she's a bit, like, disoriented and confused. So she will start meowing to sort of get us to make noise and reassure her. Help! I'm lost! Help! Like, dude, how are you lost in this tiny apartment? Honestly. My third baby's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, kitty. What's the name of that one? What's her name? My grandmother's cats did that. She would go to use the litter pan in the middle of the night, forget where she was, and would start to cry. Oh, cats can be so dumb. I'm sorry, I fully include my own cats in that statement. But dang, sometimes it's like, what are you doing? And it's just like you said, they're confused and they forgot where they were. And you're like, but, it's the same place as usual. You've been here for 10 years. What? That's what happens with Kitty, she gets into a deep sleep and then humans move and she doesn't know where they are, so she wanders to where she thinks they should be. Is she crying at the same time, like meow, meow, and you're like, what's the matter? When they're not there, she just starts yelling at the top of her lungs. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, thank you, Amisha. Happy New Year to you too. I hope it was a fun one, as much as possible. I've been watching Lost on Hulu. Whoa, you have a better constitution than I do. Get confused sometimes. Aww. Cats are so silly. You know it was a good restful sleep though then. I know it's getting cold. Oh, see, Dexter will leave my lap, go to the other room or the shower. Hello, I'm bored. Doesn't anyone love me? Like, dude, you're getting all the attention. Why did you leave? Chip is throwing a tantrum because I'm not petting him for a few minutes as I draw. Oh man. Did your family really eat shark? That's peculiar. To be fair, some things they're trained to do to mitigate my PTSD encourages diva behavior. So I kind of created a monster. Yeah, but it's a cute monster. My brother and sister-in-law's cat is 17. Has that arthritis. Oh, poor baby. And sometimes misses the litter box. My sister doesn't want to take her to the vet for old age, and I'm mad about it. What do you wish the vet could do? Is it something like prescribe painkillers for the arthritis? Alright, hold on. I gotta go take a bio break. I'll be right back. There we go. Be right back. Ouch. Mes pouces petits avaient cette scène, ok. I'm back. Sometimes I wish we could scream "love me" without getting looked at. Aww. Okay, so Elise says, just have a look and see if they can manage her pain so she can have a bit of an easier time before she has to go. Yeah, that I can fully understand. It's really sad that they don't want to do that. Taking all my fountain pen inks out for swatching, and I have just way too many grays and yellow greenish ink. It's a bit like paint. Sometimes you realize that you have like 27 tubes of red and you're like, huh. Oh, Lindsay. Lindsay says, my parents were so confused the other night. My cat was leading my mom to their bedroom and then back to the living room. Neither of them picked up on the fact she wanted my mom to grab her blanket and give her a lap cuddle on the chair in the living room. That's adorable. My Dachshund will do things like that. They'll lead you to what they want. It's very cute. It's indeed very cute. I don't know why, but I can somehow picture dogs doing that more than cats. Like, cats will try to do it as well, but it's sometimes not quite clear. Like, sometimes when my cats are like, they want something, they will just sit there and meow. And you're like, yeah, okay, but what do you want? And you get up and you follow them for a bit, and then they stop, and you're like, okay. And so you go to sit back, and they come back and they start meowing again. You're like, but dude, makes sense. My cat leads me around the house all the time, sometimes to the tap for a drink, or to my room, or to the cat room for wet food that I don't give him. She did get the lap cuddle, but no blanket, as my parents never picked up on her clues. Aww. In her head, she was like, silly big furless cat, I want the blanket here, and then the lap cuddle there. What's confusing about this? I don't know what to draw. I never know what to draw these days. I'm having kind of a slump-ish moment. I don't know what to draw. I don't like what I draw. I don't know what I want. My brother actually does, but his wife is like, nope. If I let you take her to the vet, you'll let them do anything to keep her alive. The thing is, she's not right by a long shot. Oh my gosh, and what a terrible thing to say. Jeepers. I'll do anything to keep her alive. Well, she's not actively, like, she's not sick to a dying level. She just has arthritis. It's just pain. What the heck is wrong with her? The wife, I mean, not the cat. The poor cat just has arthritis and is old. Cats really seem pissed at the lack of thumbs. Well, some of them have extra thumbs. Like, Linus had a couple of extra thumbs, but they're not opposable, so they can't do much with them. Yep, that's her sometimes. Ugh. That's really upsetting. I absolutely get you why you would be upset at this. It is really, really upsetting. Oh, I'm really bothered. I'm like, well, like managing pain is not prolonging life, it's just making what's left less painful. What the Linus, look at these thumbs. They do nothing. Nothing. Unfair. No, actually, if it's Linus, it's gonna be, look at these thumbs. Whoa! I have thumbs! Nice! I don't think he has any malice or any kind of scheming power at all. I think he's just like happy to be a cat and to have like cat brothers and to have food and humans. Maybe draw bread products and give them cat faces. Ooh! I love my kitty friends, but I really do think they love to take over the world. I'm not against it. How bad, how worse can it get? That's what I've been trying to explain that to her. Yeah, oh, cheap. So my big question when I see that kind of behavior is, do these people plan on having kids? No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, but that's still the first thing that crosses my mind. Linus is a treasure. He really is. I get updates still, and it's always awesome. And like that cat cannot be cute. Like, cannot not be cute. That's what I mean to say. Like, whatever he does, it's adorable. Hey, Marchat, hi, Happy New Year. She has 3. She's 51. Oh, good grief. My parents were a bit like that when we had the family cat. Like, whenever the cat was ill, they kind of never wanted to go to the vet, really. And the one time, like, my first childhood cat got a urinary blockage, and they didn't want to get him operated. So, yep. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I don't know, I think that's just a saying of sorts. Humans haven't done such a great job, so why not? I just hope they give us human style menu options. I don't know, fish is tasty in a way. Leo just ran to his water bottle, filled it, and he sniffed it and walked away. Nope, not what I wanted. Like, but she's extremely caring, a bit controlling, so to her human family, but she doesn't care one bit about pets. But how? How? It's so weird to me that people can, like, so clearly draw a limit to, like, humans, okay, animals, screw this. I'm like, but it's all living things, guys. I don't know if I don't understand how. Okay, I'm glad. Like, this is not us. Well, at least if it's us going insane, it's the 2 of us going insane. So I can live with that. Maybe she will have the pleasure of experiencing arthritis someday. Yeah. But then again, she might not be able to empathize with the cat. Ugh. My aunt and uncle are like that, especially with cats. Why especially with cats? What about cats make them different? My entire family holds their breath with the oldest cat. He's the first family animal and changed my parents a lot. And my mom through pregnancy and just always... Aww. Now he's strong. That's good. Empathy should be empathy. Yeah, that's what I would think. Though, to be completely honest, sometimes I find it easier to empathize with animals than it is with humans. Because animals, they don't necessarily have this aspect of agency to their actions. And they... Like, humans are a bit more complex. So I think it's easier to empathize with a simpler level of feeling things such as an animal, but I mean, yeah. If you're able to empathize with humans, you would think someone would be able to empathize with pets too. Just you wait. When you can predict the weather with your knees, then we'll talk. I'm advanced, I can do it with my toes now. Oh, I'm glad you saved him, Trisha. Ugh, what? Kelly, that's really distressing. I'm really glad your family has taken to Laura that much and that well. At least in light of the fact that that was not what they were expecting to get as pets. Oh, I just, that's gotta be really, really bothersome to feel the weather in your toes. Like, I occasionally have, like, toe cramps, and it's really not fun, so I can't imagine having it whenever the weather changes. Give me all your cats. No! You ain't getting my cats! They're little trash bins, but they're my trash bins. That's the thing with cats. They're like, they're problematic and a hassle, but they're my problem and my hassle. Don't touch him. Oh my gosh, Lindsay, that's nightmare. Ugh. Gotta keep the content in chat to something a bit more cheerful, otherwise I'm gonna cry again. The lumpy elephant. That was the safe word. Lumpy elephant! I'm not super good at drawing hamsters. I kind of don't draw them enough. Bringing the cats with Walker. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Dominic. Hi. The cats with Walker and tennis balls. Oh, it's... They're kind of just a ball of fluff, but they do have distinct faces. Yeah, they're like a bean of fluff. Like, if you look them from the front, they're literally just like that. But if you look from the side, they're like bean shaped a bit, and they have teeny tiny legs, and paws, and like ears and a face. You should use a prompt generator. I did it a few times. The thing is it's not necessarily like finding something to have the cats do. It's just, I don't know, but it's kind of weird to explain. Like I always feel like I've been in a what I would qualify as a general art slump for like easily 15 years now. I don't ever get this like spur of ideas. Sometimes I get one idea, I do a thing, and then I'm like, and I'm really digging for the next. And I kind of feel like what I'm drawing is not what I want to be drawing exactly, but I don't know what I want, so how am I supposed to find it? What about 4 old boys cats sitting around checkerboard in the back? Aw. Did you watch The Queen's Gambit? Queen's Gambit, haven't heard of it. It's on Netflix. It's a limited series, so it has like 6 episodes, I think, and it's about a girl who is really good at chess. I guess I can say that. Birthday girl butt. Yeah, the butt wiggles are the best thing. Linus is supposed to be, from what I've heard, Linus is a professional butt wiggler. Like, I don't think we'd expect Ev to draw a series of sexy cats. Oof, that would be weird. There's a good chance that it's because you're plateauing and about to take a big stride in your art if you just keep pushing through that much for a while. Yeah, but it's been like that for like 15 years. I'm like, am I progressing? What? Sounds like you're looking for a mania in your art. Before I was medicated for my bipolar, I used to get that with writing. Yeah, I don't know. I am not technically bipolar, so I don't think I get manias, really. A midlife crisis, that could be the thing. Thanks, I quit Netflix because I was giving it too much time. Yeah, definitely. It's just something like if you feel like it would interest you, to keep it in the back of your mind, and if you get a chance to watch it, then at least you know a bit more what it's about. I'm only 27. You guys are so young. I'm old. The midlife crisis is a real thing, peeps. At some point in one's late 30s or your 40s, you'll ask yourself what you're doing with your life. What if I've been asking that for like 10 years? Hey, Lab Accident, hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Dominic, too. I've already got a bad knee. I have bad fingers, which is not great. Started doing that in my teens to the point that I got admitted to this. Oof. Yeah, the thing is that if you're asking yourself that at 15, you have so many options still. Like, if you ask yourself that at 40, you're like, well, I don't have that much. Like, how do I plan this? Like, if I need to go back to school and then find a job and then plan for when I'm too old to work. Like, it's much more compact. Well, if you think about that stuff when you're 15, you still have like a lot of years to figure it out. No one knows what they want to do when they're 15. Well, not no one. Most people don't know what they want to do when they're 15. So that's perfectly normal. Like, even college is kind of silly because they expect you to know what you want to do after. And you're like, well, I will take a wild guess, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm just guessing, you know? I'm not excited about getting old and exhibiting trying to sue. Ugh. That's the thing that I thought was the most stupid about having to pick. The way school works in Quebec is you have primary school, high school, so 5 years, then 6 years, then 2 years of college, then university. Or you can do 5 years of primary school, 6 years of high school, 3 years of a different college class that is technically meant to get you ready to go to work. So it will be something like 3 years of graphic design, and then you can either go to university anyway, but you can also go straight away into working because it's kind of a more professional, like ready to work class. So basically you're 20 if you do that. Like at 20, I don't think anyone knows what they want to do. Like, you will try this thing, but you might find out that you don't like it. So what do you do then? I went to college 80K in debt and can't use my degree without... Ugh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, Lindsay. I want to become an artist, but I doubt if my skill will be enough to make a living. Depends on two things. How motivated are you to really work on those skills? And do you kind of want to prefer keeping arting as a hobby? Or are you ready to commit to making it a job? That's another thing that no one tells you in school. Yeah, these days any profession is perfectly acceptable to make profitable. Just don't want to keep working at places like Popeye. It's dangerous? Isn't it in restaurants? Yeah, I know, Val. I think it's the same for every high school. That's great news, Lise. I'm really happy for you. When I was younger, I didn't think any job in the arts isn't lucrative, but it's just dependent on your effort. Effort and, like, there's still a part of it that's luck and how well you can fit in a specific niche. It's in Daytona Beach, Florida. Someone attacked the night shift with a fire extinguisher, sent 3 people, including my boss, to the hospital. The Burger King across the streets gets stabbed a lot. What the hell? That's nightmarish. My mom has a degree in computer programming and now she runs a weaving studio. Permanent burn marks on my bus. Good grief, what the heck? Any income from a job will help you pick up what you really want to do in the end. I love the idea of that. I'm terrified. Like, what if you don't find what you really want to do? Anything serving the public is hard. It's really, really hard. And that's just on a regular day. I can't imagine like when your life is threatened on a regular basis. Hopefully, Trisha will be able to find a job that's a bit better. I opted out of Popeyes after almost failing a class. Eep. Hey, April! Hi! Happy New Year! Yeah, who knows? I mean, only so many people can truly live to their potential. Maybe your real potential is to just be potatoes. Ah, potatoes. The best potato overlord you can be, power all those light bulbs. Worst thing ever, gatekeeping art teachers. Ugh. I don't know if I would personally class it at the worst thing, but it's second worst, for sure. Oh no, Trisha. Wait. You had an art teacher who tried to fail you for actually doing the assignments. What was her argument? I think every artist has experienced the anime is not art talk. No, I haven't actually. I think it's because I did graphic design, which is absolutely not about art in itself. And then I did like cartoon animation. And I don't think the teachers were really like excited about anime style stuff, but it's still a form of animation. You can tell me that Akira is not a good movie. I think what they kind of see as anime, like the problem that they might have had with anime, is more like some beginners will use it as a shortcut, and it's not exactly helpful, but I mean, give people time to learn and they will get better at stuff, and they will lose the really strong anime influences. Or they will master it, like. The next year, the art teacher was super cool, and I got to help him teach art when kids to treat art kids how to sew. Huh. Pardon my ignorance, but what is a gateway art teacher? It's gatekeeping actually. It's like they will decide who they think is worth passing and who they won't, like based upon really subjective criteria. Like, oh, this student draws like anime style art, I hate it, so I will flunk them. This one draws like a lot of hands and faces, I like that, I will pass them. Like they don't stay objective. Ooh, that's really creepy, Lindsay. Are you for real? Lab accident. What the F? Oh, oh no, Lise, that sounds so petty. Lise says, I had a high school equivalent art teacher who dropped me a grade for not liking his favorite Danish artist. That's so silly. I think that gatekeeping teachers are not just an art thing. You probably have them in many other disciplines, but yeah, they're quite common in art spaces. She also stole my... What? Yeah, they have issues. There's this saying, those who can't do teach. And it doesn't apply to all teachers, of course, but sometimes those who are gatekeeping, you wonder if there's a bit of that, like that trauma of not being accepted into something that makes them decide who gets accepted or not now. Because my bag was locked in the cabinets for final and she had the key. Nobody else got into the cabinet and my phone was gone when she gave me... Whoa. Haye was such a snub, it was funny. He was clearly the perfect example of someone who thought he'd make it but ended up as a teacher and was salty about it. I only had one teacher that, like, art teacher that I really disliked. I had two actually, but one of them was like the way the cartoon animation class was set up is that you had classes that were really specific to the cartoon animation curriculum, but for some of the artist style classes like figure drawing and all that stuff that you still need to be able to do as an animator, we had teachers that were actually from the arts department, not the animation department. And one of the teachers from the art department that we had was really, really unique. Let's just say that. That being said, I don't like that those who can do teach in general. No, it's not in general. Because there are some teachers that don't fit in at all. But there are other teachers that do fit really well into this saying. Oh, what a nightmare teacher, lab accident. Oh, Lee says the reason why I don't like this thing is that teaching is its own highly specialized skill. Plenty of amazing artists are absolutely rotten teachers. Yep. Same with scientists. Hey, Tsukabu! Happy New Year! Hold on. Teaching is hard, and even dedicated teachers often... Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. And even dedicated teachers often burn out before they reach retirement age. Imagine dealing with 150 versions of yourself as a teen. No, it's a really tough job. In the same way you have awful students, you get awful teachers every once in a while too. I agree, Lise. I had a few teachers like that they maybe were not like, well, I don't want to say the best artists because they were awesome. They were good artists, but you could see that teaching was their main focus and they worked really extra hard to be able to provide good teaching material. And that was awesome. But yeah, then on the other hand, I had the other teacher that was just... Like, she would give us assignments that were stupid. Like, I understand the point of the assignment, but the actual thing she would ask us to do was, like, stupid. And I was really bothered by how, like, she would have us work extra just to prove a stupid point. So I kind of always did... I did a couple of times the easier way to do the thing and try to make it to a point where it will pass as if I had done what she asked us. And she gave me great grades and I was like, oh, okay. You really don't care, right? Yeah, I've had teachers like that too. Like they drew, like they had a basic level of knowing how to draw, or they would draw in a style that's definitely not the same kind of style that the class is teaching, but they would work so hard on creating good classes and researching the content and the knowledge that it made for amazing classes. And it was really great. Oh, that's awesome, Lise. I find that like so-called brilliant artists are not very good at teaching, in the sense that they sort of often can only show you how to do what they do. And it's not necessarily always stuff that you can sort of separate and make your own and then use for yourself. It's kind of stuff that you can use if you want to get to the same result that they did. And it's a bit like those how to draw books where they would say like, okay, how to draw a character? Well, you draw a sphere, okay, and then you draw like the center lines, okay, and then you draw the eyes, and all that stuff. But then you're like, okay, I can draw this thing in this angle, but what if I have to draw it at another angle? Like, what if I have to draw a profile? What do I do? Teacher I had for English kicked me out of her class for bad grades. They were because I found it very hard to read and spell. Dude, that's so unhelpful. That's a really basic skill that you don't kick out a kid because they struggle doing it. You help them. Dude. Hey, Sarah Constance, hi. Happy New Year. Ordering from the UK is now a real hassle, dang it. Do you mean Jackson's? I haven't tried to get anything from Jackson's since the new year. Brexit, why? That's kind of a reason why I like to show sketches or drawing that I'm not sure to people I know who, like, I know they have a good eye for stuff. Sometimes they will tell me, like, why do you ask me? I don't draw. I'm like, I don't care. I want you to tell me, like, does anything in there seems off to you? Like, it's not because you don't draw that you don't observe and see things. Because of Brexit, from January to June 2021, your order will not have VAT added at our website checkout, but will instead be stopped at customs as it enters the EU, and VAT will need to be... Ugh. Is that only for the orders going to the EU, or is that for, like, worldwide? EU only. Oh, there's hope. There's a bit of hope. I'm so sorry for you guys, though. Like, Brexit is such a stupid idea. It's not good for us art aficionados. Not good. Very bad. I heard people doing package orders in Germany. The post office is set up like you're ordering concert tickets. Just a huge waiting in line only to redo it for the next day's order. Oof. And the situation will change again in June. Hope. Yeah, well, everyone in the EU who is doing a no-buy this year, this is gonna help you. 24% VAT is... It's gnarly. Hey, have a good lunch, Phoebe. Bleh. I set my sweetheart's Christmas on December 8th and it's still in freaking Chicago. What? Whoa. You can look at art books instead if you're stuck. Well, I am stuck for sure, but... hold on, is there anything super interesting to share? Oh, that's so kind. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, when I'm on a roll, it goes well, but when I'm stuck, I'm really stuck. Been stuck for a bit. How about a crochet stream? Oh, I'm not the auto levels of crochet. My crochet is super boring. I hope Jackson's work things out soon. That's going to be a real turnoff for people who wanted to... Well, is it affecting us in the US, Tsukabu? Or is it just the EU? Or like, this is... What Paulo said was just the EU, but is there measures for outside of the EU? It's been fun to see your D&D characters on Insta. Oh, I'm glad. I love doodling them, but my issue with drawing humans is I'm not satisfied with the way I draw them. But I don't know what I want. If I knew what I wanted, it would be so much easier, because I could work towards that. But instead, I try something a bit, and I'm like, not quite. And then I try another thing a bit, and I'm like, and I do that like a million times. It's not helpful. Hey, squirrel bears, hi. I'm about to start learning crochet knitting. Ordered some nice kinds and knitting needle. That's awesome. There's a really satisfying thing about like creating your own stuff. Like it's you like, it can be simple. It can be just like, hey, this washcloth I did myself. Or you can be super high level and be like, I knitted this sweater. And you're like, whoa. Super excited. I need something calming and meditative to do. Oh, that's awesome. The only maybe guide I would like, the only thing I would recommend is to be really aware of posture and like how you're set up when you knit or crochet, because it's a really repetitive motion and it's really easy to adopt bad postures and to be like, to have problems with cramping and like pains afterwards. So be super mindful of if something is comfortable or not when you learn it. And try to find ways to make it comfy for you. No one but Otto is at Otto levels of crochet though. I think there's gotta be other people that are Otto's level of crochet. But she's the only person I know at this level, so... I want to try to knit myself a beanie. Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, you're right, my posture is absolute crap, so I'll try to keep that in mind. Yeah. When I learned crochet, I started with bamboo hooks, and they were quite thin, and I would get awful like cramps in my hands, and would, like, you know when you get something cramped in your hand and can go up the arm and to the back, like the whole arm was like painful. And then it dawned on me that it was because I have issues holding things that are really small, so I got a different set of hooks that have a better grip, and that really helps. So just gotta be careful about that. I will drown in a sea of cozy knitwear. How's your patience in general? Because like there's a certain level of difficulty to knitwear, but the biggest thing is like these things take time. I know I don't have the patience for it. Like I would knit one sock and be like, oh no, I have to do another one that's like the same. I don't even remember what I did the first time. My grandma crocheted me a blue beanie when I was little. I still have it to this day. Oh, that's so lovely. Is it the shoulder that you hurt? Amisha. Let me go see if I can spot some fun books or something. Switch this to a sort of show and tell or whatnot. Oof. Ow. Welp. Well, that's boring. I haven't gotten any books really lately except for this one. Because I kind of want to figure out if I can like bind my own sketchbooks for fun. Pumpkin pie, ooh. Oh, wait, Sukabu. Do you have 3 dogs? Well, that's good, Cyan. That's a good time to go do some groceries. Also got stuff for bookbinding. I think I got like most of what I need for super basic bookbinding. I got this book used, of course, because it's an old book anyway. So it's not like the dude is gonna get any royalties. And I kind of, if I can, I prefer to buy like used books. Yeah, I tried a rotator cuff. Ugh. Oof, Misha, that sounds rough. Yep, 2 English creams and a punch. Oh wow, Lots of dogs. I don't know why. I assumed you only had the two. Like only Callie and Sean. Used to buy my own sketchbooks. Really? Huh. The most I've done is like buying some really basic notebooks. But yeah, this book looks like it's insanely thorough. And it's basically like the whole process of making a hardback, like a really fancy book. And I'm like, oh. But it's interesting. And like, I mean, this is not the kind of thing I want to do, but it's like I leaf through it and it seemed to be quite interesting. You can tell that it's an old library book also because it has some highlighting in the book, but I mean, I don't mind. Saves me having to do it, right? Like nowadays, I never know when I buy a how to do something book if I'm gonna get a book that's like 95% lovely photos of the author doing stuff with no explanations, or if it's gonna be actually helpful photos. I've seen so many cooking books that are like that. Like instead of having photos of the recipe, you have a full page that's a photo of whoever made the book making something fancy with all the pricey gadgets, and I'm like, bleh. I've thought about making a sketchbook, not sure about it though. I think there's a person on YouTube, hold on, what's her username? It's like something lemon or lemon something, and she has done a lot of videos about bookbinding, like all sorts of different bindings and all that. I love those old, very, very detailed book that starts like how to hold whisk. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love those too. Because the authors are really ego-driven. Cooking books, it's awesome. It's not awesome at all. It's word I can find. Absurd, maybe. Sea Lemon, yes, that's her. Paulo, thank you. But yeah, cookbooks, and you're like, name the person, and they have a cookbook. It's infuriating. It really makes me angry. Because I hate it. And I bought like, I didn't buy much, but I buy enough of those cookbook to like make it so I never want to buy cookbooks without leafing through them again. Oh wait. Oh, I'm glad that Ruka has started eating again, Cyan. Poor doggo. I have over 130 cook. Whoa. I have like 10 at most. Otto! Hello! Happy New Year! To be honest, I also think that the pretty books have become so useless pretty because the publishers have decided that people don't buy cookbooks to actually learn to cook. Yup. I hate books that are not useful. So sorry, I thought today was Friday. Hey, no problem. I think most people, like I had to remind myself quite a few times, like to go back in my brain. Okay, so this day was Thursday, this day was Friday, so today we are Saturday, okay. My book has only hand-drawn picture. It is old name Maya. Kita. Oh, I wish it was translated in English, honestly, Cyan. I love those books. But yeah, I went and purposefully got the old edition of the book too. Because I'm like, meh. Let's be a snob about this for a split second. I wonder if there's any here on it. I love when they have like index to suppliers. Like, I wonder if any of these suppliers are still open now. Oh, probably in there. Copyright. Okay, let's. 1950. So that would be 1963. Nice. Oh, they're great, right, Otto? Like all these like super precise illustrations. It's amazing. Can you imagine the time that went into making all of these? And that was like before they had like super easy layout, like computers that you could like place everything. So they probably had to put this together like with tape and Xerox. Speaking of old books, I did a mini project where I used an old textbook as a mixed media sketchbook. It was really cool incorporating the text images into the art. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. Hi, Creativity by Trisha. Yeah, that's kind of the stress of it. Like, I don't like permanently changing things. Like, this is why I don't want to scrub my palettes with something abrasive, or that I don't want to take pieces off. I don't want to put a plier in there and pull on something. I'm like, ugh, no. What if I need it someday? You know, trying to think if I have any other fun books. Okay, I found another fun one. Oh, whoa, that sounds awesome, Lise. I don't have any old art books, but I have a small one on horse husbandry from about 1880, and it's amazing. I will never part with it. I hope you will never. Oh man, that's cool. Okay, so the book I grabbed was this book titled A Dictionary of Color Combination. And it's basically that. It's a book of various color combination, which in itself is not like, you're gonna be like, oh, wait, what? The thing that I think that's amazing about this book is at the end, you have, let's say, you have this index of all the colors in the book. And to give you the CMYK code for it. And I was like, oh my god, this is brilliant. Not exactly useful for traditional painting. in a way. Still very inspiring. Like, you can look at any of these color combination and be inspired by the colors, but I was like, oh, for like digital stuff, that's awesome, because it gives you a reference of what the color looks like when it's printed. And that's really valuable. Colors on the screen and colors printed are definitely not the same. And here you have all these super fancy colors with like their CMYK code, and they've all been printed, and I'm like, oh, this is great. And then you have like I think this part, these things are supposed to be like, you can cut them off if you want and probably use the swatches to create your own color combination. But again, like, there's a number, you have this MIC code, all of them. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's a Japanese book too. So I was like, oh, that's why it's actually clever. I've had other books about color palettes and all that, but I don't think they came with the SMIC code, so I was like, yeah, yay, that's cute, but not actually super helpful. And they have really weird names sometimes, like this one is Olympic Blue, okay. Dark Medici Blue. Cossack Green. Calamine Blue. Pale King's Blue. Why? Sudan Brown. Like, I don't think I've seen... well, this one's like orange, but it's gonna be the only one named orange in all the orange options. So yeah, it's really interesting. Can be a good way to challenge yourself if you feel like it too. If throwing shade. It's a Japanese book, that's always clever. Well, I mean, if the books I get from the US or Canada were as clever as the book I get from Japan, I wouldn't be throwing shade. like, oh, this is actually helpful. I have a few cooking books, either in Japanese or translated from Japanese, but with the same layout as the original Japanese book, and they are so much better made than the other cookbooks I have. Like, it's based on experience, guys. I'm not making this up. But yeah, that's really cool, and it's really tiny, so it's not like you're... Apparently there's a volume 2 as well. So I guess this is volume 1. Well, honestly, Japan always makes the smallest things pretty innovative. Well, yeah, like, most of the things I've seen, they were always made with so much intelligence behind the thing. Like, rarely seen a thing that I was like, oh, this is stupid. Like, they did something that was stupid. So... and then you open like the freaking cookbook with Gwyneth Paltrow's stupid face in it, and you're like, ugh, not good. Well, you're not going to hear me argue with any of those comments. Otto being one of those Japanese things that are really, really awesome. If I can say that. I got these books too. They're in French, so I don't know how helpful it's going to be, but I'm a bit on the fence about these. Not that they're super nice books, they're lovely, but how to say this? It doesn't connect with me. Which, like, I will leaf through it and be like, oh, everything is pretty, but this person has really great advice about being a freelancer, though. And how to, like, digitalize art and that kind of stuff. But they do mostly these, you know, super abstract flowers that are super trendy. And as much as I love the look of this stuff, I don't tend to do it, and I'm on the fence about if I should try more to do this kind of stuff or just steer clear of it because it's not my style, whatever that is. Oh yes, Gwyneth has a cooking book and it's rubbish. There's a stupid recipe in there for how to make a fried egg, and I wanted to throw the book at the wall so hard. There's a thing I do, like whenever I'm in the library, they tend to put her book like in display, and I always try to put the first copy like the other way, like to put the cover, to hide the cover and to only show the back. Oh yeah, the recipe for fried egg, she's like, put a bit of oil in a pan and then crack an egg and then put some salt and pepper and then you have a fried egg. With pictures of her, and I'm like, ugh, I want to punch it. One thing I have to complain about Japan is expensive fruits. No. You don't complain about the expensive fruits because you pay for a reason. It's gonna be an absurd price for like a melon, but it's gonna be a delicious melon or a mango or Simon and Martina did a lot of those tests of fancy fruits that they would get at the stores, and like they were always like Simon would buy them and Martina would be like, oh no, you paid how much for this mango? Like $55. Oh no! But then they would taste the mango and be like, it's amazing. Like, it's the most delicious mango you've never, ever eaten. And it's not, I don't think it's meant to be something that you eat every day. I think it's meant to be like a gift that you give someone, but instead of being a thing that takes up space, it's a delicious experience with a super fancy fruit. Like, I don't think in Japan they put a lot of emphasis on hoarding stuff because there's not that much place, so I can see the appeal of having something amazing in terms of food experience as a gift. How bougie. Yeah. Dude, I hate her. She's one of those person that I would happily yeet into the sun. Like, happily yeet into the sun. Isn't this book originally out in English? Do you mean the painting books or the color book? 11 pages for an omelette, I guess. Oh, okay, Julia Child. Ugh. Dude. Even Gordon Ramsay's omelets. There's a video like where he talks with, there's his son and there's him. And they talk, and at some point the son says that he doesn't follow his dad's recipe for omelets because it's way too much of a hassle. It's much easier to just whip a few eggs in a bowl and put that in a pan and be done with it. The watercolor painting books, no, these are made by a French artist, so I would think they came out in French first. Marie Boudon, she's actual French. But yeah, it's like nice books and nice art, but I'm always on the fence about like, do I part with them or do I keep them? And I don't know what to do. And there's another one, this one is more like jungles, and I'm like, it's beautiful, but Am I just like lying to myself by keeping these around? Like, why am I keeping these around? I don't know. I was talking about for the omelette, Gordon Ramsay, and for the person that I would yeet into the sun, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. I watch how Gordon Ramsay makes scrambled eggs, and I gotta say, I don't like it. He makes the soft kind. Ugh. Ramsay's scrambled eggs look like custard gone. I know! I know! Marie Kondo, these books. Yeah, I might. I just don't know. I wish I could give them to someone. But they're in French, so... Soft scrambled. Yeah, I don't do gooey eggs. Though omurice, it's often gooey eggs too. Like the dude puts the omelette on top of the rice and cuts it in the middle and it goes flop. And it looks gooey and I'm like, no. I think Otto is gonna be with me for the gooey eggs. And that it's a big no. Some of the best food I've ever eaten have been the simplest dishes. Just a few very fresh ingredients combined in a simple way. Yeah, salt and pepper. You can't go wrong with salt and pepper. No. The whole gooey omurice thing is a new thing. Oh, okay. Whew. Ooh. I always thought omurice looked amazing, and then I saw that video and it really bummed me out. Because I was like, oh, but it's all gooey and uncooked. Ew. Ugh. Ah, gooey eyes. Gooey eyes. Eyes are gooey, but gooey eggs, bleh. Okay, so let's Marie Kondo those. Not Marie Kondoing these two. These two I'm keeping. I like soft boil and sunny side up, but it's a fine line. If I find any slime in my egg, someone's gonna suffer. Yup. I'm trying to think. We have a word for that in French. The gooiness. And it's even more disgusting. We say baveux. And it's a bit like baveux refers to bave, which refers to spit and saliva. So it's even worse. It's even more gross. I'm like, bleh. I like all food stickers. Aww. It's amazing how divisive a simple egg can be. Yeah, I know. Oh yes, nutty. Blech. Nope. Okay, what else? So, this book might look familiar. I got this one after I saw Otto showcase it. And it's interesting because it features so many different artists and way to use the paint. Like the little blurbs of text are not... Like the one thing they do that's interesting is at least they name the artist of the next page, but... you know, but I find that just leafing through it even quickly, like there's so many ideas so quickly. Like this one is like you paint shapes and then you add details with the fine liner, and this is just like super texture blobs, and this is just a map of a bunch of things, like, oh, and this one is an actual drawing. And like it goes from abstract to patterns to realistic to illustration, and it's just like kind of invigorating to look at it. That's a good one. It's just destroying the tree skirt. Oh. Guys, I need help. I'm addicted to current fried chicken. How is that a problem? It's amazing. It's really delicious. And this is another book that I have. Oh, it's the same collection as the other two. Huh, never noticed. It's another one in French, but it's about how this specific dude paints his landscapes and subjects. And it's beautiful, but that's lovely. All the textual work in there is amazing. I don't know if you guys can see well. I haven't gone 3 days without eating. Where do you get it from? The words of Ansem, welcome to the good life. Oh, it's okay, Alex. No worries. This one, Val, this one book. This one book is a bit more relevant because of the kind of stuff that it features, like trees and skies and grass and stuff that, like, I know I like to paint, and it's a bit more relevant in that sense. Ugh, go away, life drawing. Dude, I don't know which color is responsible for that granulation, but it's incredible. Colors used: phthalo blue, red shade, ultramarine blue, brown oxide, transparent brown oxide, quinacridone gold, and emerald green. That's so cool. It's very French in terms of scenery. Hey, pears. Oops. That one is a bit more interesting than the light bulbs one. Oh my gosh. How to draw a chain. Oh, kill me. But yeah, the question is I love leafing through it like that, but am I ever gonna pick it up for painting? I don't know. Yeah, it's beautiful. I just don't know. I wonder if the guy uses something to heighten the texture of his paintings, or if he just uses like rough paper or something. Where are your supplies, dude? Yeah, subject matter, no. It's really realistic too, so I'm a bit on the fence. So this is his palette. There's not really any red in there, and it kind of shows in the paintings themselves. Like they're very green, blue, and purple. There's like 5 blue in the palette. What a surprise! Do you feel it might be useful or fun to paint landscapes for a while regarding stuck places? The real difficulty is finding a reference. I tend to get bogged down when I'm drawing from reference and like trying to nail the reference rather than trying to nail the mood of the reference, which is definitely something I could work on. Alex, a pizza place nearby offers fried dough bites, and I won't say I've been compulsively eating my feelings, but I will say that I've been compulsively getting those, especially when feelings are involved. I feel like we're helping Hev declutter a book. Yeah, well, Mystery is gonna be happy if you help me declutter my books. What? It's so weird to read all this stuff in French. Like, I don't usually consume painting content in French. I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, I feel like this is what like, the guy teaches you how to paint what he does. But it's... Me. I don't know. Move! Okay, who's ready for another round of books? What about a little drive in the country to gather some reference? I don't drive, I don't have a car. Finished art books are generally pretty depressing and dark. Aww. Okay, hold on. Next though. This one. Oh, where are these so far? Oh no, you got bent. Of course you did. More books. Oh, that would be lovely, Amisha. Do you have any of the James Gurney books? I have one, hold on. Oh. This one. I have color and light. I don't do realism, so oh, that's cool. Color and light. Like, part of it is I see a book like this and like I understand, but I don't know how to use that knowledge really, because I don't paint the same way he does. His color wheel has sort of a magenta in it. I'm glad. It still has a red, but the magenta is there. Well, I mean, he calls this one magenta, but dude, that's magenta. What? Oh, not even in screen. That's magenta. Not this. This is purplish. I love them, but they also completely overwhelm me. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad you guys feel the same, because it's amazing. Like, dude, Gurney can paint. If there's one thing out there that's like an absolute truth, is that. But the mud debate. What does he have to say about mud? The mud is a myth school. That's us. Well, that's me anyway. I was like, yeah, it's an interesting book, but what did I learn from it that I can use? Yeah, it's like, I understand the stuff when he talks about color sources and like stuff warm and cool and this kind of stuff too, but it's so much about observing reality and painting from reference, or creating a situation that feels real because you translate what you learn from observation into this fictional thing. But I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I love this one. Wolfgang von Goethe. His color wheel. Can I read the colors in there? Nope. Nope, I can't. Sorry. Oh. I used to, like when I lived with my parents, there was a library nearby and I would go there super often. But here there is no nearby library. I would have to commute to get there. And I kind of hate that. It takes the fun away from it. So instead I spend a lot of time researching books and then buying some and then realizing that I don't use them. Yep, sounds about it. Though I think I will leave this one on Mr. E's like chair, because I think that might be more like useful to him. Not me. There you go. If I remember correctly, Gurney is a mechanical engineer, so that might explain why I find that book really easy to learn. That might explain also why he's so thorough. His dad was a mechanical engineer. Yeah, like he's so thorough in his observation. You know when you get a genius professor for a class, he's the top of his field, but he's so clever he has no idea how to teach this stuff to total beginners? That's the feeling. It kind of ties in with what we were saying earlier, which is funny. This one is really beautiful too. This one has a bit more stylization, so I kind of like that. But then again, it has this feeling of like, oh, it has red as a primary color. I am so disappointed. So disappointed. And I'm like, I'm always on the fence. I'm like, is there stuff in there that I can absorb in and make my own, or is it just like so unique to the artist who wrote the book that it's not something within reach for other people? Color just makes me sigh, and that will save your color mix alive. But it has red as a primary color, or it's something. Hi Susan, Happy New Year. I don't know, but this one looks. Is it in frame of some sort of? So it has cadmium yellow light, the Quiller wheel, cadmium yellow light, permanent rose, quinacridone, permanent alizarin crimson. It printed a really muted, like reddish color, and phthalo blue, Windsor blue. Then again, which one? I mean, it's a great wheel. It's a bit old school because it has like a zillion cadmium in it and viridian green. Though I personally, mixing colors is not something that gives me trouble. It's possibly the one thing about color that I'm actually good at. Is like I've noodled with it enough that I can sort of mix the colors I want. That looks like a pagan witch summoning circle. Wouldn't that be great? Like you set up a circle and then you summon like manganese blue. I would do that. Like, hello, can I be the color witch? The art book where they expect you to practice and them scare me. Oh, dude, yeah. It's never the right paper too. I'm doing very well. Still working out. Oh, that's awesome! Mikey, I'm glad to know that you're still working out. How is that quinacridone violet? What brand of paint is he using? Ooh, that's beautiful granulation there. Hold on. Cyan, I saw you mentioned Scott Robertson's book. I think we have one. I think Mr. E was... That's more like his kind of content. I can mix any color once. Mix that color again? Probably not. Love the tree sketches. My art of Frozen 2 has a lot of foliage too. Oh, the artists for the Frozen books are really good. Well, we all know about printers and scanners. Yeah. He has his own line of paint I've never seen on sale. Do you mean like available for sale, or do you mean at a discount? Still talk about Cinnabar Red, Carmine. Well, at least there are still colors that are named Carmine. Like that gives you a starting point. Oh, that's beautiful. I really love that one. But then again, I like looking at it, but it's not something I kind of paint. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. This experiment with color is like, they're all beautiful, but there's something about painting and colors that I feel comes from within, and that's kind of what I trip on every time, is that I see beautiful things that other artists do, and I'm like, it works because it comes from them. They do the thing. They have assimilated the content, and then they can sort of do it again and again and again because it comes from them. I can study these things, but is it gonna stick? But yeah, his paintings are amazing. Like, as an art book, just to look at his paintings, this is awesome. Like, the way he plays with colors is so much fun. And the color palettes, I think I'm gonna keep it just for that. As a sort of art book. You can watch his videos on Artist Network. I would have to purchase a membership, but I'll keep it in mind for sure. From the Google machine. Stephen Quiller's signature line imported by Jack Richardson and Company and is made by a Belgian company that has been making paint since the 1860s. So is it Block X? No, no way Block X is that old. Maybe try a few of the painting styles and see if you like any part of it that you want to incorporate. Definitely a good idea. I mean, it's still kind of brings up a lot of questions in my head, but it's not a bad idea because it does that. It's like, I don't know. His trees are really great. They're so cool. Oh. Look. It's a magenta. Ah, that's nice. Acrylic though. Oof. Ooh, that's pretty. First time I see this in a book, I gotta say. Like, there's a whole section about other artists, like masters. Old masters! Dutch painters, Vermeer, Rembrandt, English painters, Turner, William Blake, Samuel Palmer, Monet, Edgar Degas, Marie Cassatt, Paul Cézanne, Vincent van Gogh, Paul Gauguin, Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, Pierre Bonnard, Joaquin Sorolla y Bastida, John Singer Sargent. Lots of old men in there and one woman. That's beautiful. Too bad that's the only one that has a reproduction. That book is from '89. The wheel has been revised a couple of times. Oh, good to know. I think he mixes watercolor, acrylic, gouache, and tempera. Oh, casein. Yeah, casein. Woo, that's different. Here's Archambault sells the Quiller line. I think I saw the Quiller line on his own website. But, like, never at a discount, though. This one is a Zoltan Sabo, or, hold on. Archambault. Trying to remember the pronunciation of some of the Roman small colors. The only thing that absolutely bums me out about this book is how cheap the paper is. It's super thin paper. And I'm like, ugh. Like, why? But he's good too. His paintings are lovely. My copy of Quiller's book has magenta as a primary. Well, you got a good one. Yeah, this paper is like really cheap. At least it's still color. Can you imagine? Like some of the old painting books are all in black and white, and it's so depressing. But like, I don't know if this is about like contrast or whatever, but not exactly super helpful. Oh, that's interesting. You have the reference photo. I love his stuff. I love that it's simpler, like big shapes. You finally got them, Otto. Oh, I'm excited. Super excited to hear what you think of them. Okay, so that's one. That's obviously a vintage book. I think this one might have certain pages that are in black and white. I love how some of the reproductions are kind of blurry. But it's basically a step-by-step book on how to do the paintings. Oh my gosh, it's so old and blurry, guys. Oh, why is it so blurry? What were they thinking? I mean, focus on cameras is a very... Wow, still has the... Whoa. I mean, what are we supposed to do with this? It's so blurry. Oh, I did once buy a book about art, like a classic textbook on art, and it was all black and white. Or was it you that had it and we took them? Possible. I've seen a fair share of those though, and it's so silly. Like, it's like, well, I'm not gonna learn much from this one, am I? Oh, why is it so blurry? It makes me so sad. Why didn't I remember that this one was blurry? What happened? Oh, that's pretty. How does an artist develop a style? Ooh. Someone is shoveling outdoors, so if you hear any weird scraping noises, it's shovels. Ah, yeah. Here we have some nice black and white photos of his setup. Sounds kind of dreamy, I gotta say. Ah, with his brushes. Like, if I had to choose a master from which to learn, I think he would have been the first one on the list. Ah, that's such an 80s picture. 70s, 80s. Look at those glasses. How old is this book? 79. Oh. I also have this one. Paper is nicer than this one, so it's good. It's supposed to be Archambault 70 favorite watercolor techniques. So I have yet to possibly read through this and Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, look at how old this is. Can you see? That's a dang old Winsor & Newton tube. Selected list, artists' watercolors, Viridian. Like, old memory, not even labeled memory blue, it's just labeled memory. The color is upside down. Alizarin Madder. And some Block X paints too. And this is really old, vintagey stuff. The ones in the middle tube. This is Sultan's own palette. He uses the roll of toilet paper, all the brushes. I had tried to replicate these. I think Otto has them now. Like, I think I sent those to you, Otto, right? I love the memory blue caps. I don't remember them being really tough, but maybe I just don't remember. Oh, do you still use them? I'm so glad. Ah, I'm so glad. Bunch of colors. I wonder if this one is actually super helpful. I think there's some nice rocks. They're one of my favorite brushes ever. Oh, I'm so glad! Yay! I'm tempted to get more and well, at least a small one maybe, and like make another set so I can have them around to play with them. But maybe this is just like a spur of the moment thing. That's some nice trees. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Phoebe. Phoebe, sorry. Bleh. Tripping in my words. If you ever decide to get rid of that set too, I will be happy to provide a good home. Noted. All right. Oh, it's almost 5. Oh. Well, I'm gonna be closing down the stream though, because it's kind of late. And oh my gosh, it's already dark outside. No. We have to go take a walk too. Which one, Lise? Well, thank you guys for being here this weekend. It is midnight here. Oh my gosh, Cyan. Yeah, thank you for putting up with me being absolutely uninspired and looking at books with me. And it really helped me, like, declutter. Like, it provides some clarity to be able to talk about this stuff with other people. Oh well, Lise, if you don't find it, I'll send you mine. Like I'm not sure I want to keep it. But yeah, we can talk about that on Discord. So thank you so much everyone for being here. If you are new or if you're not familiar with the Discord, what it is it's a chatting platform to chat. If you guys remember MIRC, that's somewhat the same spirit. And it's a place where we all hang out during the week and at night and in the day and all the time, and we can share a bunch of stuff. There's various channels over there for various topics, and it goes from like support when one doesn't feel good to sharing paint swatches to sharing pet pictures. So definitely, if you think that you would enjoy it, feel free to check it out. Lisa's posted the link in the Discord chat, so you can click there. I think it's in the description as well. And thank you so much everyone for being here. Thank you Lisa and Otto for moderating. Where's my English gone? And thanks everyone for being here. Happy New Year again. We will see each other next weekend on Saturday again. So take care. Bye bye.